Welcome back to the HX studio. We have a special guest with us right now, Philippe Cesson with Cesson 3.0. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us a little bit about Cesson 3.0.
Absolutely. We specialize in helping companies make sense of social media and technology and the changes it brings. We've been helping those companies for the last 8 years.
Okay, so tell us about the social media experience in the hotel industry.
Oh, it's changing. I think we come to a point of maturity where people are like, yes, there's social media. The question is, what do we do about it?
Sure.
How do we engage people in a way that they feel like they have to be there, they have to be present, they have to book?
Are there social media hotel sort of winners and losers in the business, if you want to put it that way?
There's definitely some hotels that have a better sense of who they're serving, and because social media still tend to be very predominant towards younger people, then there's a better fit than others. Now what we're seeing is traditional chains that are trying to change their business model to retrofit themselves into social media and the younger generation, but they're not necessarily successful as the one that really understand what the generation wants and build properties around that.
What's the main message for hoteliers as far as social media is concerned? What do you want them to know today?
You can engage people from anywhere, and you should not be afraid to bet on the technology, even if that technology may change 5 years from now. I think we've seen examples in the past of technology that just been bypassed and that is just being a drain on hotel. Technology today is much more engaging, and anything you can do to get people excited about it and engage is a good result.
You think hotels should really commit to the social media? Don't treat it like a passing trend.
Of course. As a matter of fact, it's about 84% of properties have a full-time person doing social media in the organization. So they are committing. The question is, what is a smart way to do it? How do you actually engage? So it's not just the veneer of social media, but it's actual people that are getting excited about it, tell their friend about it, tag themselves, and create a dialogue.
So how does a hotel go about starting that? I mean,
there are many ways. First, you have to know your audience. You asked me, for example, I really like Lowe's, the hotel. They had a campaign on Instagram that was very successful where they basically took the best shots organically made by the guest and just kind of contacted them and say, okay, can we use that and create campaigns with it? And like, sure. So not only you got those photos that frankly with Instagram looks beautiful,
right?
But you also get people behind it that are energized and you can have dialogue.
And is there a push to increase advertising on social media, to use things like Instagram or Periscope to the benefit of a hotel?
Well, Instagram is now starting into advertising, so yes, you considering that Instagram being owned by Facebook,
right,
and Facebook now really depend on advertising to get your campaigns, then at some point, yes, you're going to have to invest on some advertising to make it happen. But a lot of organic growth is unbridled. It's about people getting excited by their stay. They want to tell their friend about it. And now, with the proliferation of smartphones and other devices, it gets much more immersive, much more exciting than ever before.
When a client comes to you and says help, what's the first thing that you tackle with them?
I try to understand what their final objective is. Are they really so much about, okay, we want to create leads as in for the business, we want to generate revenue, but also are you interested in engaging the people in your organization to be better marketers? Are you also interested in developing your brand? And based on that answer, then we develop a specific strategy.
Do hoteliers have some homework to do that they can do today specifically? What's their takeaway today?
Yes.
An action plan, if you will.
Right. The takeaway will be, as I mentioned earlier, to be comfortable using technology as a way to push a little bit the limits of what you can do, especially as it targets younger people. There's exciting technology of which you can have people partying inside your lobby without making any noise by using a different way to administer music through headphones. There's technology that allows you to have immersive 3D viewing, of which all you need is your cell phone. Those are things that you want to really kind of grasp and start putting together.
And it's not too late to make all of this happen.
No, absolutely not. What you want in a trend is being at the position where it starts getting mainstream, but not at this point. For example, the New York Times, which is one of the oldest institutions there is, last Sunday started distributing those little packages that allows you to have 3D viewing with your smartphones.
Oh, wow.
The New York Times, 1 million people all of a sudden in their Sunday newspaper start having this. Those are the kind of transformative technology that has enough people to be used that's going to stick.
Sure, because people are changing the way they book
Completely,
hotels,
yes.
research hotels,
Yes.
things like
Yes.
that. So
it's not just about reviews, it's really about the excitement that it can get. when you know your audience. Certain hotel chains are just not hitting the right notes with the younger people, for sure.
Okay. Well, Philippe, we appreciate you making time to talk with us.
That's my pleasure.
We know you're a busy man, so thank you for being here.
Always.
Okay, Philippe Cesson with Cesson 3.0.
Absolutely.
Thanks for
Thank
being
you,
here.
Kara.
Thank you all for joining us once again in the HX studio.